Hey, welcome back to Fusebox. Recently, we covered in a video where we talked about that how can we hack Strava and save $60 by using some open source apps. Uh, these apps used to provide almost similar features and functionalities what you possibly could get in Strava. Today, we're going to be covering in another very interesting aspect of what you get if you enroll yourself in a Strava premium subscription. So let us just kind of walk you through. So as you log onto your Strava account, you need to have a premium subscription. What you can see is a very beautiful visualization of your entire activity, a quick summary of how many followers you are, who are you following, a bit about the activity for the week, what have you covered in, uh, challenges, what are the events which are lined up for you, so on and so forth, your clubs. But few interesting aspects which you only get to use if you're using a Strava paid subscription is Heatmaps. Now, Heatmaps is a visual depiction of, as we say, the activities which you have done the most, and more importantly, the routes where you have exercised the most depicts in red as a tonality, and activities which are fewer in number depicts in yellow as a tonality. It gives you a good visual representation of the area in which you are training and how does the heat map looks like for you, right? So it's more of a visual indicator of your likeliness of how and where you should want to choose a certain route. My goals is a feature where you can just set your goals in terms of how much you want to run, how much you want to bike, how much you want to swim, and Strava can give you a visualization in your training log whether you're able to complete the set objective for you or not. So for example, I'll just click on training log. This is also a paid subscription, by the way. If you have a paid profile, you'll be able to have a view of the subscription tab which gets activated, and you can refer to training log. It gives you a very detailed overview of your activity throughout different weeks, the total distance that you have covered, what kind of activities was you part of, so on and so forth. It can also give you an indicative of your fitness and freshness. Now this is pretty interesting because it gives you a simulation of what is a fitness score, what is a recovery score. A lot of this data can also be published using my training forecast, the app which I just talked about, but this is more clean as a view where you can see about how is your fitness, what is the fatigue level, what is how effective is your form, and more importantly, how is your overall recovery being planned. You can also check for power curve. This doesn't really populate for me, but a power curve essentially is going to be that, for example, you did a certain activity, for example rowing, right? So that kind of activity will have a direct implication of what indicative power you were able to kind of generate per kilogram of your weight. You can create a route. You can create your own route and invite your friends and host events and local challenges. Pretty interesting feature. You can subscribe of perks, which is an affiliation program of Strava, where different affiliation partners of Strava can choose to host their perks onto the platform, and you can avail it depending upon what would be of your interest. So these are few specific add-ons which you get if you choose Strava Premium. To re-summarize, what you get is My Goals, where you can customize your goals, Heat Map, where you can see in terms of what routes works best for you, Training Log. Training plans are pretty interesting. I forgot to cover on training plans. If you're covering in and preparing for a specific event, for example a 5k, a 10k, you can enroll for a Strava certified plan. It's going to be like a training plan which you can use to increase or improve your efficiency. This is pretty much. I hope you liked the video. If you're liking the content, please do subscribe. We're going to be covering in more important feeds from here on. Have fun.